Have you ever felt so bad for someone that you did something nice for them and then realized it was actually bad for them? We've all been there before, but did you know there's actually a term for this and it's called dark empathy? Dark empathy is when we do something because we feel bad for someone but end up hurting them in the process. While we think we're helping by acting out of sympathy, our actions are actually detrimental to their well-being and development. So what is it exactly? Why does it happen? And how can we stop doing it? Keep watching to find out. First, let's start with a scenario. Imagine your child comes home from school upset because a classmate made fun of their shoes. As a parent, you feel bad for your child and want to make them feel better. So you take them shopping and buy them new, more fashionable shoes. But a few days later, you notice that your child is now making fun of the other kid whose shoes are less fashionable. You may have acted out of dark empathy. By shielding your child from any negative experience, you prevented them from developing coping mechanisms and resilience. They may have learned that if they don't like something, the best way to deal with it is to simply avoid it or get rid of it. This may work in the short term, but it also means they won't be able to face future challenges independently. They will always look to you to solve their problems. Dark empathy can also manifest itself in romantic relationships. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner never takes accountability for their actions. Every time they do something wrong, you're quick to forgive them because you just can't bear to see them upset. You may even feel compelled to make up with them and comfort them despite not feeling ready to forgive them yet. Or perhaps you struggle with setting boundaries with your friends. You may find yourself constantly giving in to their demands and sacrificing your own needs because you feel too sorry for them to say no. There are two main reasons why dark empathy happens. The first one is a lack of self-awareness. According to psychiatrist and author Dr. Ramani Durvasula, dark empathy occurs when we aren't aware of our own emotions and feelings. When someone shares their struggles with us, we immediately focus on their pain and forget to check in with ourselves. Instead of asking, "How can I help?" we should ask ourselves, "How does this make me feel and why do I feel this way?" In that moment, it's important to pause and reflect on our reactions and understand them before we do anything. If we act without understanding our own feelings, we might end up enabling harmful behavior in others. The second reason is low self-esteem. Oftentimes we engage in dark empathy to gain approval and acceptance from others. We might put their needs before our own and sacrifice our own happiness to make someone else happy because we want to feel needed and important. For example, let's say you have a friend who asks you to cover their shift at work. Even though you're busy, you agree because you don't want to let them down. You may feel like you need to do this for them because your self-worth is tied to other people's approval. In this case, your low self-esteem is driving your desire to be needed and seeking external validation. Now that we've explored the reasons behind dark empathy, let's discuss some ways to avoid it. Firstly, increase your self-awareness. One way to do this is through mindfulness meditation. It helps you become more attuned to your emotions and feelings and better equipped to manage your reactions in difficult situations. You can start with just a few minutes of meditation each day and gradually work your way up. Another way to increase self-awareness is to keep a daily log of your emotions. At the end of each day, write down how you felt, why you felt that way, and what you can do to improve your emotional state. By tracking your emotions, you'll be able to identify patterns and triggers that cause you to act out of dark empathy. Secondly, set healthy boundaries. According to psychologist Dr. Christine Adams, setting boundaries is an essential aspect of maintaining healthy relationships. When you set boundaries, you're essentially communicating your needs and limits to others. This allows others to understand what is and isn't acceptable, fostering mutual respect and trust in your relationships. By doing so, you can avoid constantly sacrificing your own needs and happiness for the sake of others. For example, if a friend asks you to do something that you're not comfortable with, you can politely decline their request and explain why you're not able to help them. You could say something like, "I'm really sorry, but I can't do that for you right now because I have other commitments." By setting this boundary, you're communicating your availability and showing your friend that you value your own time and obligations. Next, learn to say no. Saying no can be difficult, especially if you're used to people relying on you all the time. But it's important to learn how to do it politely and assertively. When someone asks you to do something that you don't want to do, say no directly. You don't need to make up excuses or feel guilty about it. A simple "no, I can't" is enough. If someone pressures you to say yes, stand your ground and repeat your no. Be firm but polite. If they continue to pressure you, walk away from the situation. Another way to avoid dark empathy is to take care of yourself. When you're constantly putting other people's needs before your own, you can easily burn out and feel resentful. Make sure to take some time for yourself every day to relax and recharge. This could involve taking a hot bath, reading a book, or going for a walk in the park. Taking these moments for yourself can help you feel refreshed and better equipped to handle any difficult situations that may arise. Additionally, engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. These could be hobbies, interests, or activities that you're passionate about. When you invest your time and energy into things that matter to you, you'll feel a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. This can help you build a positive self-image and reduce the need for external validation. Lastly, seek professional help if you struggle with low self-esteem or other mental health issues. A therapist can provide you with the tools and support you need to develop a positive self-image and set healthy boundaries. They can also help you explore the underlying causes of your dark empathy and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Remember that seeking professional help is a sign of strength and self-awareness, not weakness. In conclusion, dark empathy can be a challenging issue to deal with, but it's important to be aware of it and take steps to avoid it. By increasing self-awareness, setting healthy boundaries, learning to say no, taking care of yourself and seeking professional help if necessary, you can break the cycle of dark empathy and develop healthier relationships. Remember, it's okay to help others, but don't do it at the expense of your own well-being. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon for more content. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.